Welcome to Subramani. This is not the first time that I am doing something of this sort, but let us look at some of the commandments of retirement. And let me start at whatever age you start. I mean, you could start planning for your retirement at 50, 55, 58, doesn't matter. But this would largely be the commandments. Of course, you could add another 5 or 6 more to it. So if you, if you have reached the age of say 58 or the age of 60, whichever is your age of retirement, here are some of the commandments, and I think I would go up to 10, maybe I'll go up to 11, so I do not know, I'm not putting a number to it at the start. So first, have gratitude. Remember, only people who are alive get older, right? So on your way till the age of 58 or 60, you may have lost a lot of friends, some at 32, some at 38, some at 48, some at 52, right? So when classmates meet, there is always something to discuss about how somebody has died and how he was so young and things like that, and you are all just say somewhere between 58 and 60. So first of all, have gratitude. Second, look after your health. Our generation will not have too much of a choice as to where to live during our older age. Very likely that we will live in a senior citizen home and we will have paid help to look after ourselves. Be very happy that you have enough money to do all this. That itself is a great thing. Expecting children to do this seems to be very difficult because children may not be able to reach there. Children may be living in a completely different geography. If you have a only child and the child is living in New Zealand or Australia or America, very unlikely that they come here be at your beck and call for every headache and stomachache and toothache that you get. And as you get older, aches will only increase, right? So that is not going to happen very easily. Third, be generous in your giving, but don't be foolish to give away everything and then find that you don't have enough. Be very careful also, because one of the worst epidemics that we can think of is longevity. So very many people, maybe net worth of 20 crores also, I tell them be careful about giving. There is absolutely no need or a hurry to give unless you think the child needs it. Then it's a different thing. If your son or daughter or say your granddaughter wants to go abroad and there is a shortage, paying for that is fine. But don't give away just for the sake of giving away and saying, oh, I don't need it, my children will look after me. Those who did not watch Nat Samrat should watch Nat Samrat, which is a Marathi movie with fabulous acting, including Vikram Gokhale and Nana Patekar. So don't give away things. It's not worth giving away things and then wondering why you gave it away. But give with a generous heart whenever you are giving, but be careful as to how much you will need and plan for something terribly high. Plan for living till the age of 100. If you plan till the age of 100, even if you die at 95, you are better prepared. If you plan to live till 90 and die at 95, last 5 years you have not been well prepared, right? So be careful about that. Obviously develop a lot of friendships right from your 50s, your schoolmates, classmates, college mates, office colleagues. Get them on Facebook, form groups, subgroups, running group, walking group, cycling group, whatever. Pursue all your passions. You have very little time left. Assume that you will die tonight, right? So pursue your passions accordingly and pursue it with great vigor. If you're 50, 52, it's a time you took a decision saying now that you have the house and you are debt free, you will not incur any more debt. If you want to buy a car, you will sell some assets and buy a car. You will not buy a car because your income is going to go up and you will be able to repay from there. So maybe 52 was a good age to buy a last car. 58 or 60 seems to be a little stretched, and you may not need a car of that power now. So be careful about what you're buying, and do you also reconsider whether you need it at all, and then take the decision of buying it or not buying it. Keep a good balance between your social life and if you're pursuing any work. Make sure that the work is not so demanding that it takes care, that it hits your social life and family ties, and it's high time that you started attending all events and functions relating to the family, friends and society, right? So those things should get priority over your work, whatever new work that you wish to pursue. Have 1 year of zero obligations. Don't commit to anything. You have lived a life of 30-40 years of committing, saying on this date I will do this thing. Don't commit. Live by the flow. As and when whatever develops, you do it. If somebody is going to Kolhapur and you feel like going to Kolhapur, go look at the temple and come back. That's fine, but don't commit yourself to saying I have to do this, I have to do this. That adds stress. Maybe you don't need the stress, right? So if you don't need the stress, why go and invite stress and say please be with me? So you don't need that kind of stress. Try new things, maybe cooking, maybe learning a new language, maybe learning to play the guitar. Learning new things keeps your brain more active than repeating things which you already know. Take care of your health. Make sure that you eat properly, that you maybe join a gym or join a running club or a walking club or whatever. Do all those things which are necessary to take care of your health. Form groups so that the group will have people 20 years younger to you and 20 years older than you, because if you're 58 you can find a 78-year-old cyclist or a runner. Similarly, you will obviously be able to find a 38-year-old or a 28-year-old also in the same group, right? So you have people on various sides of your age, on both sides of your age. So here for the younger kids you can do mentoring, and you can get mentored by the older people in the same group, right? And they could all be coming together for running, but you may just accidentally meet them and know them well, right? Be very flexible. Husband and wife are living together. You think next move will be here. You will go to Coimbatore, live for a few years. Then you will go to Bangalore. You will go to a place where senior citizens are looked after better. So you may perhaps go there. Be flexible about all those changes. You will have to be rigid about the weather. For people who love Coimbatore or Bangalore in their younger age, find it very difficult to live there as and when they get older, right? Generally cherish family, friends, have good fun, create web meetings, make sure you're using all the geo phones and the and also using all your Zoom meetings possible to meet your family, friends, etc., and know each other better, right? Generally have fun, keep eternity in mind, make sure that the laws in the world will always favor the rich and powerful. So get rich and powerful and then say, oh, the laws should also look at the others. But yeah, thank you.